Then what are the some Sarvarambha Parityagi? You can go back and look at that verse. Sarvarambha Parityagi. It's too long to spell out. What it means is you are not constantly trying to start initiatives that only benefit you. Yes, it's very different from the entrepreneurial mindset. And even I'm an entrepreneur in many areas of my life, so I'm not damning the entrepreneur. But in any enterprise that I or my family members or my ancestors have undertaken, there is always a benefit, a big, considerable, massive benefit for the so-called others, for the underprivileged, for the less privileged. So it's never, but yes, but a bhakta will never just start up something to benefit myself and the people I call mine, those bodies which I call mine, because the bhakta has understood that they have debts to pay to Ishvara. And more of that debt will come through in my Karma Yoga teachings through 2025. I hope this helps you, my child.
Thank you, Acharya Shunya. Thank you for this exposition.
Aslam, would you like to bring your reflection?
Jema Shunyeji and everyone. When you were talking about bringing softness, it really resonated with me. Actually, this Bhakti Yoga journey for the past year has been a softening for me. Because when I look back at my character, I see that there is no softness. There has been no softness in me. I have been very hard on myself, and being hard on myself made me do things all the time. Not enough time to sit and calm down. It was always one action after another, one thought after another. I wanted to change the course of things, and I believe that I have the willpower to do all of those things. And then I realized I was lacking the surrender, the patience, and the faith. And then it gradually came to me. Once I surrendered to the will of Ishvara and saw myself a part of it, and then eventually the same thing with Ishvara, that surrender brought so much compassion and softness for myself. This started from myself. I worked on myself first. Now I can be compassionate to others. I can be compassionate to my relationships, to my family, to my colleagues, whatever. So I'm not so quick to react. Actually, I don't feel like I have to react, because Bhakti Yoga kind of transported to me to a speechless, like wordless zone. I don't have words to describe this zone. It's only that I can go inside, touch, and just you said knowledge is seen. And this gives me so much relief. It's so soothing. And it's the first time in my life. It's like I feel like I can accept anything. It's all the divine will. And I'm very joyful about it. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful, Shunyaji.
I heard you, and I feel that wordless place when you spoke. I felt it. Did all of you feel it too? Yeah. And Aslam, that is what happens. That love is what is bringing you the ability to be compassionate for yourself, because somebody who doesn't feel self-compassion is a foreigner to it, cannot experience compassion for others. If they judge themselves, they judge others. But this love This param prema. This param prema just, it's like a soft blanket. Ishvara makes you right and makes you whole in such a quick way and wordless way. So may you keep flowing this love. That's what's going to happen. All of us just become teddy bears because of Bhakti Yoga. There's just nothing else remaining here, So enjoy this love and do a lot of baby talk with yourself as if Ishvara is talking to you. I would like you to do that. And I always, at bedtime, sometimes I have this habit, and I think Ma speaks to me and says, go to bed. And I know that this is not me healing my broken child. I'm just so much in a state of love. And I'm like, oh, Durga's putting me to bed. It feels like that to me. So if you have to use your imagination, why use it to beat yourself up? Why not imagine Mother Mary holding you, or just make it happen for you as you want it to. All right, blessings, Aslam. I want to acknowledge your journey. I want to acknowledge the tremendous suffering the body has gone through, the mind must have gone through, and your sheer silence and observing of that, which I have acknowledged. Yes. Jama Devi, blessings.
Acharya Shunya, may we hear one more final reflection?
Yes.
Okay. Deborah, please share with us.
Thank you. I know it's late. I just wanted to say that everything has been such a great answer to a huge request on my report to the divine. Ishani's Nirvana Shaktikam class has helped me find my way back into the fold, so to speak. Just it was one class, but it was such a pointer to me, really powerful. And then you, Acharya Shunya, continue to be a light in the darkness, showing me the path over and over again and guiding me when I have felt so lost. And what has really helped that you have taught is teaching that there's this underlying reality which informs all everything I do, all my studies, all my activities, and that this changeless reality is beneath the world of change, and it's a touchstone, so that when I'm looking around at people and everything that's happening, and I start to struggle with accepting something, or I find myself starting to judge, I come back to that. And also that because what you've taught is that that same reality is at the core of every human personality. It's there. And so again, I use that as a touchstone. And that I feel like to discover that reality experientially through life, that is how to realize Ishvara while here on earth. That's how to connect to the divine. And then one other thing that you have taught me that has been so helpful is when you've pointed to responding to the joys and sorrows of others as if they were our own. And I find myself more and more able to do that, to celebrate with others. And also, I deeply feel their pain when there has been some suffering or there has been some huge disappointment or loss. And just having these teachings and for you to teach us that Ishvara is ever present, and to realize that in every creature, in every person, and that they're never separate from us. And it really, it has given me so much consistency in my responses that I never had before, that I'm able to respond from a place in my heart of all hearts is the only word that I have from it. And that more and more of my actions and my speech proceed from that place. And I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful and grateful to you.
Beautiful, Deborah. Unity consciousness, Advaita vision is the ultimate tool. When we remain at the level of the surface of the ocean, then every wave is a challenge. But when we descend into its depth, it's calm, and we become the ocean. Then the superficial waves don't bother us. You have naturally gravitated towards Jnana Yoga even before Jnana Yoga has been fully unfolded. Many of you have. We are Jnana Yogis ultimately in all your understandings. All of you are reflecting the joy of Jnana Yoga. So I can only celebrate your consciousness. And all of you have, at different stages of your own journey, really understood the concept. You're really not only bringing relief to yourself, but you are now becoming potent lighthouses for the people around you. My goodness. And I'm not saying this because I have any words written in front of me, but I really do believe that whatever I'm doing now as a teacher is my swan song on earth. And that students I'm attracting or I have retained from past years, you're all transforming very quickly. If it took 5 years for someone to transform, it's happening in 5 months right now. And I'm noticing my own Shakti, and I'm strengthened by the Shakti of my sadhavis and sadhyas, these trees in my jungle of knowledge. And so each one of you is, and also trust your process, trust your journey, and with complete sincerity, wish the best for all the sleepwalking beings. Wish them the best. Wish them the best. And even if you feel something curdling inside you, few hours later, send them out a prayer. Because in Kali Yuga, in this dark age, even second and third thoughts of consciousness are helpful. You're all doing so well. And you have made my teaching so successful, I would say, because the seeds look like they have found really deep, good, healthy soil in which to germinate. And I already see so much happening here. So well done. Advaita remains the foundation, that one Atma, that one Brahman. And coming back to it, then everything subsides. The Leela, the phantoms, the craziness subsides, and you also subside into it. Let us all find a way out of samsara successfully. Let us make our Vedic study circle, Vedika global, strong foundation so that if we are to come back on earth, we find it and its resources and memories come back to us cascading. Would you like to do that? Yes. And one way is to continue attending all the different opportunities and classes that you can, or catching up at your own time. That's one way, really using the opportunity. 2025 is coming up full of offerings that I will unfold on the meet and greet on 31st. Proud of each one of you, those of you who spoke. Thank you for your sharings, and those of you who just listened, I can experience your presence. Wonderful. Take care. We have one more session to go. In case I am not available for this last session, then I will leave Ishani with clear instructions. Please show up and conclude the Bhakti Yoga with Ishani leading you. But if I'm able, I will definitely join the last session. Anyway, there is no beginnings and no endings, not a big deal. Even when we are talking Jnana Yoga, we'll be talking Bhakti Yoga. So nothing really has a very clear-cut ending. All is well. We are on a joyous path together. Jai Ma, everyone. Many, many blessings.